I went for a bike ride around a lake the other day, dodging bees and shit. I got some kind of floating white fluffy fluff shit, some kind of, airborne seed attack in my nostril. I didn't hate it though. My thoughts float aimlessly like that at times, like seed fluff or pollen or sparks above a campfire. If I was currently a migratory spark, I don't mean from a fucking fire though, I'm talking now about unembodied consciousness, that alleged transitory state between meat vehicles, I'd be discerning as fuck, provided an ethereal blip of awareness had faculties as such. But anyway, if that were the case, my standards of embodiment would likely be far too stringent to willingly incorporate into a slimy meat potato we call babies. I mean, where would I find a Charles Bukowski dad to fucking Alan Watts' mom, who then would have a strange and wonderful and terrible love child who was destined to be raised on a pirate ship and grow a glorious fucking mustache with, maybe Dr. Seuss as his nanny? I guess I'm working shit out, all things considered, for a boy born in the butthole of California, Fresno. I really hate people, but I also strangely love each and every fucking one of them. I'm not sure how to reconcile that. I'm not sure I even care to. I avoid conversation, but I crave the sparkle of an eye, not my own. I'm like an impossible magnet who both pulls and repels from the same damn side. Perhaps something in me, this embodied awareness that is tangled up in an idea of being a me, is a fucking tryhard, wants it all. The alpha and the omega, the intense opposites of attraction and aversion. There's something in the metronome of my mind that craves balance, that seeks the middle, but does so by the metric of opposite swings of experience. This fucking thing is an electric bike, by the way. We just got them. I didn't wear a helmet, and I feel myself giving in to the hypocritical compulsion to tell you that you should, even though I don't really think you give a shit. There's that dad part of my mind saying, hey man, don't say dumb shit like that. Well, I'm just talking shit, whilst I sit on this big battery hidden in a hunk of metal, hurtling through the air on the outside of this great big salty rock testicle, floating in the pant leg of the Milky Way galaxy. Stuck to it by some invisible thing we call gravity, some kind of strange, sticky air glue. I don't really have anything I'm trying to say, and yet here I am, saying shit about how I don't have shit to say. I suppose I could do this shit all day. I'd like to say that I hope you enjoyed this little bike ride about nothing, but it's a fucking lie. I don't really give a shit. I just like making videos. They're a receptacle I can ejaculate my mind spunk into, but instead of a sock hidden under a bed, mine is right here, under that piece of glass you're gazing at. And whilst you gaze, I imagine myself as billions of spermatozoic data bits, ones and zeros, squiggling and congealing together and gazing back at a million faces. And I see millions of eyes, and it's funny how they are all just about the same. I mean, lips are lips and noses are noses, and yet they're just different enough that no one looks the same. Yeah, except for twins, duh. Let's stay on point. And the point here is to not have a fucking point, which usually denotes dullness, but sometimes in the hectic fucking world, a dull bike ride is alright. And you know what? You fucking deserve it. We're just all riding around in a big old circle, and sometimes, you gotta cross a damn river you weren't expecting, and then when we're done, we get off the fucking bike. The whole thing reminds me of something else. It's on the tip of my tip. Oh yeah, life. That thing. How about this? Ride fast. Feel the wind. Try not to fall off, and if you fall off, try not to die. And if you don't die, then get the fuck back on. If you're smart, you wear a helmet, but if you do, you also won't get a giant bug in your beard that smells exactly like ass, and when you make your friend smell its guts from your fingers, because instantly and instinctively you squished it upon impact. And it made said friend, who turns out hates bugs, literally throw up in front of you, and you laugh so hard it hurts. Well, you won't get that. Because, helmets go on your fucking head. They don't cover your beard at all. Duh. Don't be a dumbass. Zen koans don't make sense either, so don't worry about it. Cross the bridges. Wave at fuckers when you go by. Just keep on pedaling. You can get off when you die. I usually say toodaloo at this point, but I'm not gonna, although I just did, I guess. Alright, fuck it. Toodaloo.